Together unscripted, baby, that's our way. In a life that's messy, we love and laugh each day.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Together Unscripted, Love, Laughs, and Leftovers. My name is Dan, it's my beautiful wife Jen. This week we figured we would, over the weekend we had quite a few rants where we just throwing in like a silly temper tantrum to make each other laugh and then realized it might be a damn good topic to talk about in a podcast. So, if you have any ideas, please send them along or let us know what your favorite rants are. But we're gonna get started with Jen for her rant from last week that I probably heard 3 times now. So.
Oh yeah. So Thursday I had to drive back last week to Connecticut for a family member who's been in and out of the hospital having some health issues. But unfortunately I had to drive back in a bit of a snow, ice storm. And I don't know, for you people who are, just native New Englanders, you should know how to drive in the snow. If you don't know how to drive in the snow and you live in New England at this point, just stay home and stay off the roads. It's really not that difficult to drive in the snow. Mm-hmm. You have to be patient. And I think so many people just aren't patient. I just stuck to the middle lane, stuck to a steady speed, and kept my distance. Had one idiot cut me off just a few miles into the trip. There's honestly, at this point, there was nobody else on the road. And he went in the left lane, right in front of me in the middle lane. He could have stayed where he was. He could have waited till I just get the hell out of my way. Although I did see, honestly, in the first 10 miles, there was 3 separate spin-offs, and then every time somebody flew by me, either in the right-hand lane or the left-hand lane, I was just like, all right,
do your thing.
Peace out. Yeah, do your thing, and I'll see you in the ditch a few miles down the road.
Yeah.
It just learn how to drive in the snow, kids. If you are native to New England, get in the car, go to an empty parking lot, and just drive around, do donuts, learn how to maneuver your car in the snow and the ice. That is the best way.
So I learned to drive my car in the snow.
Yeah, exactly.
I had one hand on the e-brake because the e-brake was actually by my hand.
Yeah.
And I'd go into the parking lot and I actually went with my roommates a few times and I didn't tell them I was doing it. And I'd go 40 miles an hour, make a hard left and pull up on the e-brake and spin. And you'd see 6-footers in the back seat screaming like little girls. It was the most fun ever. But they'd get used to it. As soon as I started revving the engine, they knew to buckle up and hang on. So it only worked once or twice, but still.
Yeah, just learn how to drive. Go out in the parking lot and
see what it does.
Learn how to maneuver your car. It's just. And if you don't know how to drive in the snow, please, for the sake of the rest of us, just stay home, stay off the roads.
Yeah, getting going in the snow is not that hard. Steering is not that hard. Stopping's a bitch.
Oh yes.
But so that's the part that most people forget. They're like, oh, I have 4-wheel drive. Yeah, 4-wheel drive helps you go.
But yeah,
it doesn't help you stop.
No, it doesn't help you stop. And the other thing is too is so many people their instinct is just slam on the brakes. Well, I hate to break it to you, but if you slam on the brakes in the snow and ice, you're going for a spin. Mm-hmm. You have to know how to
figure it out.
Exactly. And so I went back to Connecticut. As I mentioned, a family member has been in and out. And it's just been a very frustrating few months dealing with our broken healthcare system. They are so reactive and not proactive. They don't look at the biggest. I have to say that probably the most frustrating part of this whole ordeal has been they're not looking at the big picture.
Of course not.
There's, this patient has...
They're all specialists. They only know one thing.
That's it. And at no point, and I get the specialist, and we do need specialists, but if you are a specialist and you're dealing with problem A, and you say, okay, nope, this is clear, this is not what's causing you all of this excruciating pain, but let me coordinate or have conversation with, these other specialists who are also, there's no healthcare team. Mm-mm. They don't want to coordinate it. We were even trying to ask the case manager, for help in extending the stay at the rehab. Oh no, well, they'll deal with that there. I don't do that. She was so dismissive. I was just like...
All we want to do is make sure you can walk and go pee by yourself and send you home. As soon as you're ambulatory, you're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
doesn't matter. You're like, oh, I'm coughing up blood. Well, we don't know what it is, but since you can walk and feed yourself, you have to go home.
Right.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
What the hell is wrong with you?
Let's look at the big picture
there's
and
there's no 30,000 foot view whatsoever. There's no meetings of all the specialists to brainstorm.
No.
There's no round table. There's nothing, which.
Right. And it's just in this particular case, it would be really helpful if the specialists all came together in a round table and said, okay, these are the symptoms that they're, dealing with. This is what helps. This is what seems to aggravate it.
Yeah.
What can we do for this person? It's just so frustrating because they just feel like each time that we leave the hospital, they just don't give a shit.
Well, we had the same problem when I had my hip.
True.
Nobody knew what it was.
We
They
did.
got to, oh, you need hip surgery. Okay, great. Well, you got me walking again, but I still have excruciating pain every day. I still can't sleep. I still limp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got rid of the nerve impingement, so I'm not falling down the stairs every 3 days.
But it even took a year and a half of all these specialists, blah, 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 to get to that point.
I went to PT. I went to acupuncture.
Right.
I went to, I don't know, some new age or old Chinese that did the cupping. Said, oh, this will take care of all your pain. All I ended up was bruised with a sore hip. It didn't do a thing. And anybody who does that, and if it helps you, great. In this instance, it didn't help me whatsoever.
No, in that particular one. I mean,
I went to chiropractor for years, didn't help. And then I think the doctor started to think, well, it's all in his head.
Yeah.
So send him to pain management. Well, then they're giving me drugs that make me hallucinate more than the pain makes me hallucinate.
Right.
So what the hell is the point of that?
That was a
so,
mess.
And then none of them talk to each other. The hip guy, great doctor, fixed my hip. But then as soon as I went back in, so I'm still in pain, he looked at a new x-ray and said, oh, it's not your hip. That was his entire answer. It's not your hip.
Yeah, so...
No idea. It's not your hip.
That's their solution. Just,
that was it. Oh, it's not your hip.
Great. Well,
great. What do you suspect it is? Like, where should I go? Do I have another... It's not your hip.
What would be your next suggestions? You're the expert. Like, and
it drove me crazy. Like, I wanted to smack him. I'm like, I know you're retiring in a few months, but give me something.
Yeah.
Like, help me out a little bit here.
Yeah, but no, these specialists, like, okay, I get you're a specialist and you're an expert in your field, but if it doesn't fall into your specialty, what would be your next suggestion? I mean, you had to obviously get a fair amount of medical education before you went down the road of this particular specialty.
Right.
So you can't tell me that, yes, you're an expert in this one thing, but you should
You don't have any other ideas? Like, come on, man.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. It was just...
The letters MD after your name. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have something else. Like, you're the most trained medical professionals in the world. You gotta have something other than it's not me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I appreciate that it's not you.
Like,
what else you got? Like,
right.
Come on, man.
And that was like, and I think that was part of like the frustration from last week. Is like, okay, we have this list of symptoms, and this one that they did a procedure on Friday was, okay, that was cleared. That's not what's causing this pain, so we can take that off the list. But yeah,
No new ideas for what the hell they should put on the list.
Correct. Or what particular issue we should focus on next.
Yeah, I wanted to look at the surgeon and be like, could you please explain to me why the hell you make $250,000 a year?
Right.
Like, great, you even more, you probably make a lot more than that, but like, you're going to charge me $600 for this appointment, and it took 3 minutes for you to say it's not my hip. Now I got to go home, and I'm going to get a bill in the mail for a full-fledged appointment for you to say, oh, I looked at your x-ray, it's not your hip. You could have done that and called me over the damn phone. Why do I need to come in here when I can't even drive, so I have to get a ride here?
Yep.
I have to...
Exactly.
And I walk in, oh, it's not your hip.
Yep.
Great, we could have called me yesterday and told me that. I did the x-ray 2 weeks ago.
I know.
You
right?
Butthead? Like, what the fuck? I was so aggravated.
So freaking irritating.
My goodness gracious.
Oh my gosh. And then we grocery shopped the other day. So last weekend, we had I don't know, what they were calling for a pretty big snowstorm, Saturday night into Sunday. And this past Sunday was Super Bowl Sunday. And so our normal grocery shopping, or like our normal Saturday ritual is just hitting the farmer's market, which we absolutely love, and then grocery shopping. We get it out of the way, and then, I do a lot of meal prep on Sundays. So holy cow, we really tried to prepare ourselves for grocery shopping.
We almost avoided that store entirely because it's busy to begin with.
We
So
almost
then we
did
realized,
go to a
like, oh
different
crap,
store.
there's a few things we need that they only have there. So
Right, and I
Shit.
honestly, when I put my list together and realized, how much we actually needed, I didn't want to go to the other store and pay double for them, just for basic items. So so we just bit the bullet and hit our normal grocery store, which we knew going in it was going to be a zoo.
shit show.
I mean,
oh my god.
One.
What in the ever living hell was that? That was awful.
The grocery store is in a plaza, and there's a Marshalls and a Home Goods, and
the grocery store on one end.
I feel like there's one other store in there. Maybe not.
Liquor store.
Well, yeah.
That's all it's in.
So 3 big stores, and the parking lot is ginormous.
Oh yeah.
We drove around for 15 minutes?
At least 10, and then I dropped you off. I was like, I'll just go park in the back of the building.
Yeah, no, this time I drove around the back.
Yeah.
And
I got one of the very last.
I gave you whiplash when I zipped in.
Yeah.
I saw one spot available. I was like, Choo!
Yeah, you gotta warn a brother before you do that. I was like, holy crap. Almost smacked into the window. Ugh.
Yeah.
But, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but finding the parking spot was probably the least painful part of it. And then we walk in the store, there's no carts. Now we gotta walk.
No, we have to walk to the other side of the store.
We have to walk to the other side of the store and grab the guy as he's walking in with 10 carts and be like, sorry, we need a cart. And then
when you walk into the grocery store, there's no carts available at the front. You know you're in problem.
You're in big flipping trouble. And then it means there's already 600 people in the damn store. And then you get the cart, start walking. Now you got everybody in their friggin' uncle is there because one, they're afraid the snow's coming. 2, the Super Bowl is the next day, so nobody's going to go shopping on Sunday. Everybody wants to get their food for the Super Bowl. And so we're dealing with double the crowd. And now you got
triple the crowd.
You got all these crabby ass people. They're all miserable. Like, all right, we're at the same store as you, going through the same crowd as you, dealing with the same crap as you. Why are you being nasty to everybody else? That makes no sense. And then you go around the corner, and you're just walking in front of me, and some lady decides that you're going too slow, and she friggin' belts you with the damn cart.
She did.
Like,
I
nails
turned
you.
around. Sorry for anybody who is named Karen, but she was an absolute Karen.
She was. And like when you turn around, you're like, "You good?" She gave you an attitude. It was like, "What the hell? You, huh?"
Right.
Like you.
And I was standing behind.
She was literally running you down with her cart.
She was.
And then when you turn to say, "Excuse me," there's nowhere for me to go.
No, because I was behind a
gave you
mom
the
and
dirty
her
ass look.
kid.
Yeah.
Which, I'm glad that
she was playing bumper cars.
She was. I was with my butt. Like, because I had a mom and kid in front of me. So I'm waiting for them to go. And you know what? I've been to the grocery store with little kids in tow. Although we were joking too, like, oh my gosh, if I had to go grocery shopping with the 4 kids in tow before a snowstorm and Super Bowl, yeah, that might have been a little much.
That would be one of us has to go, the other one's staying home with the 4 kids. There's no way in flipping out.
Or as they did get older, I used to pair them off and divide and conquer and give them
a mini list and they go
things
get it.
to go do and
they
get.
But
no, the people were just like bumping into each other. The people just, oh my gosh, this is just normal grocery store rant, but leaving your cart just dead center in the middle of an aisle. Like sometimes I get it's easier to just park your cart for a moment and pick up those few little things.
Yeah, but as long as it's off to the side, if you go in the middle, it's in the middle of the freaking aisle. Nobody can pass it on the side, and then if you touch their cart, they get pissed off.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm right here. Great, then move the damn cart. You're in the fucking way. Like,
we should almost next time we see that, because we're big guys grocery game.
Yeah, relocate
fans.
the cart.
Yeah, if they're when they're shopping,
I'm relocating your damn cart. I'm gonna go put this sucker by the deli. Deal with it.
Should totally do that next time.
That'd be great.
That'd be funny.
But no, we had that, and then the people waiting in line to the deli, all nasty, and then we know we've actually become friends with one of the butchers there, so we're chatting with him, and as we're trying to chat with him, we're getting bumped into. It's like,
and we were like,
we were off to the side. There was plenty of room to go around. As people, still such in a hurry.
Closer to the freezer, I would have been
in the freezer. It's just like, oh my goodness, just made no sense.
You have to just, if you're gonna, the snow's in the forecast for days. You know damn well the Super Bowl is happening. So plan around it. Go on Friday night. Go on Friday. Go Thursday. I don't know. Just or if you have to go Saturday. I mean, like we said, that's just normal.
And that was the only. I wanted to go Friday, but you weren't back from Connecticut yet, so I was like,
no, right?
Like, crap. Now,
Yeah.
Now we do have to deal with this garbage with all these friggin' people.
Yeah,
so,
there was just no way around it too for us.
Yeah.
So, but we went in.
But we had to deal with the get the milk, get the bread crowd, get the milk, get the bread. All the people who are so desperate to get milk, bread, and eggs before a snowstorm. It's like you don't cook all month, and then a snowstorm comes, and you're gonna make French toast. What the fuck?
I know.
Like, my God, you don't cook. Why do you need bread, eggs, and milk? You don't cook.
I know.
Like,
It was just
you can still order DoorDash in a storm. You don't cook anyway.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness.
Yeah, it was just crazy. Just the mobs of people. Like, what? Just bring your patience, Bill.
Yeah,
we knew that. We knew going in just to be patient and just it is what it is.
And we were laughing at everything, but still, when somebody is bumping you with their damn cart, the giggles go away pretty freaking fast.
Yeah, she pissed me off.
Yeah.
But and then the other night we came across. I was scrolling through Facebook, and okay, so as you've ever eaten a meal with us, especially our kids. Our daughter drives her batty if he gets food in his beard.
7-inch long beard.
And the amount of napkins you go through.
I go, yeah, a few.
So,
if I wipe my mouth, I gotta wipe my beard, so I have no idea how far down it dribbled, so I gotta wipe it all off. And if I'm eating something that has a sauce and I bend over the wrong way, my beard goes into it and I gotta wipe it off.
That's happened.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's actually kind of gross.
I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I come across this page. It was like the food beard guy.
Yep, food beard guy.
Or like it was food in my beard, or something like that.
No, it was food beard guy.
Oh, okay.
I think. I can't remember the exact name, but I remember.
Food beard, I want to say it was food in my beard. Because we looked at it and we're expecting...
I'm expecting a hillbilly like the Robertsons.
Right, I was just going to say, I'm expecting like Duck Dynasty beard.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was just like, what?
And this dude had like a 2-clip. What the hell are you going to get in your beard? Like a breadcrumb? Like, oh, you poor thing. Food in my beard? At least have a beard?
Right?
That's a shadow, my friend.
Oh my gosh.
I'm waiting to see somebody who looks like me with this redunculous beard, and I was going to be like, oh, I can see sauce in his beard. Like, that happens to me too.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I hate when you get something sticking and like it clumps it. It's disgusting. But then food in my beard, dude, looked like a 16-year-old just started growing his beard.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Like, come on, man. You can't take food beard guy or food in my beard guy.
No.
If you don't have a real beard.
No. It was just like...
That would be like...
It's like you click on something all excited to watch it, and then you're just sheer disappointment.
Yeah, that'd be like somebody saying that the bronze tan guy, and then you look at him and he's the whitest white guy in the freaking world. Like, you're not bronze, you're not tan. Food beard guy. Does that qualify as a beard? Debatable, extremely debatable. No, I don't think so. So yeah, I threw a temper tantrum over that one for a little bit. Like, my God.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then tech. We
Yeah.
are so low tech, people.
Yeah, we use technology when we have to.
Is...
Even setting up the podcast and the camera and everything else was a learning curve there. So we're just not built this way.
Mm-mm.
Like the last time I was considered somewhat good with technology, I was a senior in high school and I put my computer together, and that was over 30 years ago. So yeah, I fell behind. My mom got me an iPod. Was it, what are they called, iPods? The music?
No, it wasn't the iPod. It was like the music thing. I don't even remember how it was called.
Whatever it was.
Like a shuffle. I don't remember.
I don't know.
But
I remember she gave me the thing to put music on. And I'm like, Mom, I have all my CDs. Like, and I started to put everything on it. And after putting 5 albums on it, I was so bored. I'm like, never mind. I never used it. I didn't want it. I'm like, no, never mind. I actually think she asked me if I wanted it, and I told her no, and I got it anyway. So I'm pretty sure. That's okay.
I think so.
That's okay. She probably had already bought it, so it probably killed her spirit. But when it came to that, didn't want to deal with it. Comes to our phone, people are like, oh, I got the brand new phone. Congratulations. I'm not spending $1,200 on a phone.
Oh my gosh, no.
Good Lord, that's 3 months of car payments. That's not happening.
Well, we did have to break down last week and buy new phones because our other phones basically, like mine could not operate if it was not connected to Wi-Fi. Super frustrating.
It finally crapped itself.
It really has.
We had like 3 years.
I was just going to say, we've been putting it off for quite some time. But...
to our detriment.
So we get these new phones, Again, not like crazy expensive, not top of the line, but and thankfully all of our apps switched over. So we have an app that does that, so that makes it a little easier. But then the new phones come with all these other stupid apps, and one of them there's some AI something in the background.
Yeah, something AI in the background. Like we can't even hold the power button down now to shut off the phone.
No.
You shut the power, and then a little button comes up, and you have to hit the button to talk to it.
You have to tell
Why do I have to
restart?
I hit the button, motherfucker. Why do I gotta tell you anything? No. I protest.
No. And I don't have to turn my phone off.
I don't have Siri in the house. I don't have Alexa, or Siri's the car, whatever. Siri's
the Apple.
Alexa's the Alexa. I don't have Siri, Alexa.
We don't want any of that.
I don't want any of that crap. I don't want it. Do I really need to turn on the radio when I have it in my hand anyway? Or what is the weather outside? I'm holding my phone. I can look up the weather myself. I don't understand why everything has to be voice activated or this. And holy crap, if your refrigerator can text you that the temperature changed by 2 degrees, you spent way too much friggin' money on your refrigerator. Why did you have to have an iPad in the front of your...
Maybe you took that money and put it into your health journey and bought better food, bought organic, bought breastfed. I don't know.
I agree with that, but at the same time, people could be doing both. Like, I don't judge... Like, it's your money, you want to spend it. I don't see the point. Or now there's vacuum cleaners that keep a log. Oh yeah, it's like the Roomba type thing, but then it sends you like a report on the
I don't need a vacuum.
Does my vacuum need to communicate with me over the internet? What the hell is this? It's like, oh, the robots are taking over. They made movies about this shit. It never goes well for the human. No, thank you. I'm not interested. Oh my god. I just can't get over everything has to be the next level technology.
Yeah.
It's like, I just want to watch. I want an actual timepiece.
Right.
I don't need a thing that can give me my 37 biometric and it'll actually warn me 5 minutes before I gotta take a crap. Like, I don't need that kind of technology.
I know. I have like the most basic like Fitbit. It counts steps,
heart rate,
sleep, and like I can log my water and time it for exercise. But it has other things on here. I'm like, no, it has a wallet on here. Not a chance. I don't need to put my wrist near anything and pay for something.
I'm not paying with my phone. I'm not using my fingerprint. Not a flipping chance. Like, I used to make fun of people all the time that were like the preppers and people wanted to go off grid. Now I identify. I want to be left alone. Like, where are you going? Like, save me a few acres. I won't tell nobody. Like, my goodness.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I don't need I just don't need it. I don't understand. Why does my TV have to have a camera on it? What?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, I hate...
No.
We purposely looked for a TV that wasn't a smart TV.
Right.
Because I didn't want the TV having all that crap.
No. I don't need my TV listening to me. I don't need my phone or other... No. Our phones listen to us enough.
Correct. Oh, yeah, you mention one thing and then 3 minutes later...
You talk about something, then it's an ad on your Facebook.
That drives me crazy. Far too much technology in our life right now. And now you got AI and everything else, and they're afraid AI is going to take over. Again, movies about this shit. Like, I don't know. I'm not okay with technology everywhere. But.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Is there anything else that we were ranting on this weekend? Or
I was ranting at work today. And it's a generational thing, and you're going to be like, oh, you're being old, you're being a Chad or a Brad or whatever the male equivalent of Karen is. But we have a few very young folks who are great at their job, but holy crap, they whine about everything.
Oh gosh,
it's like, you work at one of the best biotech companies in Boston, which means you work at one of the best biotech companies in the country, and you're complaining about nonsense. It's like, what other biotech company have you worked at? Oh, you haven't. That's why. You
don't have the life experience. They don't have anything to compare it to.
They have nothing to compare it to.
But they're still going to bitch about it.
Oh, it was just, man, I spent a solid 10 minutes just like, I can't believe, like, at least you got to know what you don't know. Like, how do you know you're complaining about something thinking it's better somewhere else, but I can almost guarantee you it's not.
Grass isn't always greener.
Not even, grass is always greener. Grass is dead over there. I've worked at those damn companies. Holy crap. And they're complaining. It's like, I don't know of any other place that you get into work, there's a gym on site that's free. You could use it whenever you want. beautiful showers, shampoo, towels, everything. Don't have to bring anything with you except your clothes. And then after you leave there, you go to the cafeteria and you get free breakfast. Hot and cold, cereal if you want.
Tons of options.
Unbelievable. If you want continental, if you want proteins, if you want this. Got that going on. And then twice a month or so, they'll do a happy hour. So
Right.
or excuse me, a networking social hour. They don't want to call it a happy hour. They used to call it beer hour, but it got out of hand a couple times, so they don't call it that no more.
I actually think happy hour is illegal in the state.
Probably is.
Banned or something.
Whatever, just stupidity. But then they'll do that. Every month or two, they're giving us new shirts and hats and swag and jackets, and I got beautiful clothes from there already. And then yearly you get a raise, a bonus, and equity. I don't know of another company that has, and some of the best health benefits I've ever seen in my life.
We have
and you're just, you actually had to work today. Oh, you poor dear. Oh, such a shame. Oh, you have to work 8.5 hours today. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Whatever are we going to do? Oh, my God. It's just.
Then you had a little corner to go and cry.
Oh, actually, that was part of my rant was, well, let's take one of these offices, one of the huddle rooms, and we'll call it the safe space. And they could all come and bitch in here together. And, yeah, so my boss, I had her laughing, but at the same time, I think I had her worried. Just because of how I was making her laugh, but I was kind of hitting it pretty hard. So it was one of those where she's probably like, oh, I hope he doesn't repeat this outside of this room. But she trusts me enough not to, so that's okay. But holy cow, I could not believe, it's like you're 20-something years old. You make a damn good salary for 23, 24. Your benefits are out of this world.
Right.
They take care of you. They spoil you. And you're complaining that somebody asked you to come in an hour early because 2 people were out.
Yeah.
God forbid.
It's crazy.
My goodness.
No.
Be happy they actually asked and they didn't say show up at this time or you're fired. I've worked that kind of place too.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like your schedule changed day to day and you had no choice. And if you bitched about it, it was over.
Yep.
Like,
there's the door.
Come on, man. Like, is it a factor of they've been coddled their whole life, or is it that
with this generation?
But it might be that too, that they only talk to each other. So they're kind of in a bubble.
Correct.
Where they're complaining. So now, well, if he complained about it, well, then I can complain. And you see that happen a lot. So it actually amplifies it.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's what happened because they're all smart kids. And I'm not saying kids to be rude. They're younger than my kids are. But they're phenomenal people, very smart, very good at what they do. Just soft.
Unfortunately, I think this generation coming up.
Well, yeah.
They kind of are.
We've said to our kids, if you're anything other than useless, you're going to crush everybody. Like
they are.
And I'm not the only person who's ever said that. I think Dana White said the somewhat similar thing. Did I get it from him? I might have. I don't even know. But I remember talking to the kids and when our oldest is working at FedEx. And he's like, yeah, I went in there. He goes, I just bust my butt and I go home. He goes, they're already promoting me. I've only been here 2 months. He goes, guys my age, by the end of the week, they stop showing up and they get fired.
Yep.
He's like, so they love me. And that was when I was like, yeah, if you just be as productive as you know how to be, because that's how we raised you, you're going to crush people.
Yep.
But kid, they don't even show up. I don't.
No, I don't get that.
I don't get it.
I really don't get that.
It's like you've been looking for a job, you complain that you have no money, and by the end of the week, or if they've worked there for a while, every payday, they take the day off because they go out to spend their money.
Yeah. I mean, I worked for a company
I've seen that so many places.
too, and it was just like, people don't show up. And it was a work from home job. You didn't have to go anywhere. You just had to log onto your computer. And heaven forbid you even did that. And then to be able to fire them, it was an absolute...
Yeah, it's the legal department scared everywhere.
Yeah. Like, if they're not showing up, bye.
Yeah. Oh, my last rant. Here you go. We live in an apartment with 1 parking space. So we have to park our pickup truck in the public lots because it doesn't fit in the parking space under the building. Only the car does. So, since it snowed, I have to unbury my truck out of the snow. So I did. I went, unburied it, and went to move it to another lot so that they can clear that lot. Come out this morning. They didn't clear the lot I moved it from. They haven't cleared the lot I parked it in.
Oh, no.
They haven't shoveled the steps. They didn't push anything away. So I'm getting out of the truck, and I'm not wearing my boots because here I am thinking, well, everything was cleared when I came in this morning, so I'm not going to... Forgetting that the stinking public parking lot isn't shoveled, snowblowed, or plowed. Hard to go. They did 1 pass through the center and a couple spots if they were empty. That was it. but now
Yeah.
everything's solid frozen to it.
That's
It's going to take forever to get rid of it.
Yeah, and that's going to be a challenge. So we're starting 75 hard in a few days,
Mhm.
and they're horrible with clearing the sidewalks around here. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, like ice picks for the bottom of my sneakers some days.
Then you probably the first couple of times, if there's still residual snow, I might have to wear our snow boots
Yeah,
so we don't eat shit on the sidewalks. Somewhere.
exactly.
And then
But no, they don't clear them. So that'll be interesting. So that might be an upcoming rant once we start 75 hard in a few days.
yeah. But just because when I went to work, I put on my snow boots, even though I'm wearing all my gym clothes and my overcoat, so I can get to work and start working out. And then even downtown Boston, Seaport Boston, they don't clear all the sidewalks.
Really?
I have to walk down the center of the street.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
And it's 5:40, 5:50 in the morning. It's still dark out, and there's semis everywhere. And I'm trying not to get run over by an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, please.
So it's not bad. That's all right. I made it. I lived. I survived. But the beauty part is driving home at 5:15, 5:30 is actually still light up. That's the beautiful thing. So
warmer days are coming.
that cured my rant. I was able to see as I was driving.
So, yeah. So that was today's episode. We were just laughing at sometimes just other people and their stupidity, I guess.
Just everybody's eccentric in their own way, and we laugh at everything. So we just try to find
We do.
goofy crap to laugh at.
Yeah. So we just wanted to share some of our recent rants with you guys
If
today.
you have any good ones, reach out. Our emails are our contact info is always below
Totally.
the episode. If you had a funny rant you want to tell us about, or you want us to bring it up next week and say, hey, we had somebody tell us about a rant, we could always do that. We'd be more than happy to chat with you. Just
That would be fun.
Any idea you had or any recent rant you had, please let us know about it.
Absolutely. And catch you on the next episode.
Have a
Have a
great
great
week.
one.